This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworkers you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coin. Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
hpostnight.com.
I've got two people in here before we've even started. Ladies and gentlemen, Sprotos around the world, Sproto girls, Sproto men. I've got my Sonic suit on. It's going to be a super fast stream. We've got a open chat room, I think, somewhere on this, hopefully. We do. We've got comments coming in. Look at this. Sismo reposting the stream. Nice one, buddy. Let me share the linky with the boys in the group so we can all get together. And then all I'm going to do, folks, tonight on what is Saturday, the 1st of November, Happy Moonvember, we're just going to chill. We're going to chat. Hopefully you can listen to this in the background whilst you do more important things with your life. And I'm just going to waffle on about the current condition. I think the mindset around communities within Memecoins and just my personal opinion of how I maybe feel things are going at the minute. Because, from what the vibe was from when I first came in to what it is now, it feels like it's shifted. Right, there you go. If you're in the Telegram, the Ticker Bitcoin Telegram, as you should be, if you're not, this is live on YouTube as well. I'm on X and on YouTube. And for the boys who like protein, I've got a bowl of eggs scrambled with a little bit of salt. Linky. I don't know how to do that. Got Yo-Yo. I'm in the chat. Good to see Yo-Yo. We all love Yo-Yo. I'm just going to sit and talk and chat to you guys. If you want to tune in, that's great. If you don't, I won't be offended. But I did promise the up-and-coming female Sproto hero, Ava. Shout out to her. She's done some great work for the Sproto Gremlins over in Europe. So, and then we might go through like a little bit of a Twitter feed and just look at some of the crap that people post online and just laugh at them. So, this video isn't sponsored by anyone, but it is a representation of Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you, Tigger's Bitcoin. As you can see along the bottom, Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you, Tigger's Bitcoin going to $10. I think one of the first things that I mainly wanted to touch on at the minute is what I have mainly noticed, just so you can see how much egg I've got scrambled in here. What I have mainly noticed and felt among maybe like Memecoin communities at the minute is almost the relevance to stay within crypto doesn't seem to be there from my perspective. I think, so there's like two facets that we look at, isn't there really? You've got communities where obviously we want to continue to grow, develop, and onboard new. Thanks, Bobby boy. We do love Bobby. Oh, Halloween 2008 as well. Let's shout out to the GOAT, the man himself. He is Satoshi, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. Shout out to all the Sprotos that are in the chat right now. Hopefully you're not sat here just watching me because it might get a bit boring. So hopefully I'm on in the background. But going back to that point while I eat my scrammy eggs, I think there's like two facets of what we're trying to do in crypto at the minute. And this is just me talking as a not a normie. I don't know maybe like an amateur crypto guy. Is that we want to obviously attract the attention of people who are already within crypto. Because if you do that, then there is likely to be a greater understanding of both the potential of your given project, but the validity of a given project as well. And nothing ticks that box more so. Yes, pond talk, Mr. Blue. Maybe after this pond talk, if you're free, mate, I should just jump on your stream because I'm sat here, Mrs. Fathead Dave's gone to work, and I've got nothing to do. So where else would I rather spend it than with the boys online? Fresh trim as well, by the way. Look at that. I am naked underneath this. We want to obviously draw attention and attract some attention and interest towards the project from the people who are already within crypto. Again, because they understand the fundamentals, they understand the basics, and they understand the potential of a given project. Prove it. Here we go. Oh! That was a crotch thrust for the man Red Kev. He's probably sat at home naked as well, knowing that cheeky chappy. They understand the potential, they understand the fundamentals, and you try and draw attention from, I would argue, longevity and maybe depth as well. And at the minute, it's a bit forwards and backwards, but we all know what a good meme coin is at this point, I suppose. And I suppose the second argument to that point is that we want to attract people outside the crypto space, because obviously if you draw more attention to your project, they, one, bring money, which is, at the end of the day, if people aren't injecting capital into a project so that project can thrive and spread further afield, because let's be honest, when a project does really, really well, it becomes more well known, because one, people who are internal anyway to crypto are like, I've got 100 grand I'm going to drop on this bitch. I want some of this flipping 300%, 400% gain. So obviously that happens. But also, the bigger a project gets, there is more traction. So if people start coming in from the outside and they start talking about it, it is beneficial for both parties. But what I am seeing is that there's not much like draw to invite people like into crypto itself, which for me is quite concerning. So I do want normies to come into crypto because I think it's an interesting space to be in. And I think it also gives you a sense of freedom in regards to how you approach what you do with your money. And I'm not just talking about meme coins. God help me, by the way. People who are in this chat who actually know what they're talking about are probably thinking, Dave, you're talking utter nonsense right now, but please bear with me. I think there's an excitement to have that flexibility and also like whimsical excitement about the possibility of this project going up. But I feel that if we continue to just push people down the given path of buy this one coin and it will change your life, which is obviously what we do from a satirical aspect. But if there's nothing more in depth to that, I think we just struggle long term to draw people. And QB says hi, but I can't see that on my chat. It's a bit sad. I can also share a referral link, but I don't think I'll make any money off that. And I think it's an important job for us to also invite people into like the bigger aspect of things. Like, let's be honest, in crypto, we should all really have some BTC. And I call it BTC because if I say Bitcoin, you all know that I'm talking about Harry Potter, Robinson, and Tenny. Stuff keeps moving, but it goes up, not down. Okay. Which ticker? Ticker Bitcoin. And I think there's an importance for us to also bring in normies to get involved in BTC and getting involved in Ethereum as well, because that then draws them into the space for a longer period of time. And then on top of that, what we can do is we can discuss the use case of having a community, because again, if a community's nature is purely derived from it, I hope I'm still online. It dropped off a little bit there. Coin go up, then you're going to. I don't know why Red Kev's booing me. What's going on in the chat? Have a nice stream. Okay, goodbye. If the nature is just coin go up, then you're going to lose everyone, and it's never going to become a community. Ticker Bitcoin's got an incredible community of people who have deep understandings of crypto markets and cycles. Incredible artists like Yuxi, I believe that's his name. Incredible artist. He does incredible work. He posts some incredible media online. And Jesse Pollock loves him, which is great to see, and rightly so. He's a talented young man. But at the minute, I don't feel like we're inherently doing that. And I think people are quite happy to get on board with communities and delve deep into them. But that has to happen through involvement in crypto. Because do you really think that all of these people that got into Doge, me, by the way, I got into Doge. I made loads of money off Doge, but then I didn't sell it, and it came all the way back down. I didn't understand what a Telegram was. I didn't understand the flipping use of like posting about it and chilling it. I didn't understand anything about crypto. Now I've taken more time to understand it, and I've been willing to. I've said to myself last cycle, right, I'm going to give it a real shot this time. And I suppose earlier on, we'll come back to how I approached that. But that's when I decided, and I saw Harry Potter Bomb Sonic 10 and you pop up on the Uniswap wallet suggestions, and I was like, this is the end game. And it was just so silly and satirical. I was like, well, if I'm going to buy a meme coin, I hate to quote Elon Musk, even though I do like Elon Musk, but I hate to quote Elon Musk, like the most, what does he say? I don't know, something along the lines of the most silly outcome is likely to be the outcome that happens, something to that level. And I was like, well, if I'm going to put money in a meme coin, it has to be the one that's made me laugh just from reading the title. Jumped in the Telegram, started to understand the community, started to understand the breadth and depth of the community, starting to understand the proto law, and now I'm 100% balls deep involved in this community. But we won't get that if we don't actually introduce people to crypto. And I honestly don't think that we're doing a very good job of that. One thing I'd like to caveat back to, I'm going to eat some egg. Any questions in the chat? It doesn't seem to be working. Cheers, everyone. Got 2 Baroccas. I don't know why I'm having 2 Baroccas at 8:30 at night, but there you go. <sighs> 44 people watching. I don't know whether that means on Twitter. I don't know if that means on YouTube. Last time, I had like 200 people watching, and that was well impressive. Yeah, another point as to why I think it's really important to bring people into crypto and not just dump on their bags is the fact that when I approached altcoins, it was because, and I didn't do it. God save the Queen. Thank you, Bitcoin MLK. Love you. Nice tattoo. If it was real. I don't think people inherently buying altcoins are stupid. And I do think that, they get treated like they are stupid. Arguably, I was an altcoin purchaser. So at the start of this cycle, I was like, right, I'm going to buy Polkadot because I believed in the project. I thought Gavin Wood was an extremely intelligent man, and I was following some of the advancements of what Polkadot was doing. And I was like, right, cool. I'm doubling down on this. I started to accumulate. Oh, Bitcoin MLK knows as well. I was a Jasmine maxi as well. But we'll come back to that. I was like, right, okay, cool. I'm going to accumulate Polkadot. I'm going to, what do they call it? I'm going to stake it so I can get a greater return. So I was thinking these things through because I'd learned I forgot to sell the top of my last cycle, and I was like, I don't want to make the same mistake. I withdrew some funds, and I'm not going to lie, I put it into the S&P 500. I'm going to cycle back to that as well. I put it into the S&P 500, and that's continued to do a very good job for me in the background, and that was like $15,000 or something like that in dollars. It was like 10 grand for me in UK money, and I've been putting £500 every single month in that for the past, since the end of last cycle. So it's been doing pretty well for Mr. and Mrs. Fathead Dave. But I'd done a lot of research going into altcoins. Polkadot seemed great. It had depth. It had breadth. It had institutional purchases. It had people building on it. And I was like, right, cool, this is great. And it's gone absolutely nowhere. And that's not at the fault of me. I think I honestly just don't understand, obviously, the crypto market at the minute. Because, again, if Polkadot works and altcoins worked like businesses did, which arguably maybe they'd just be better registering shares. I don't really know. You'd expect on all of the positive outcomes and partnerships that they were going into and developments that they were going into, that it'd be flipping skyrocketing. If Apple came out with the amount of updates that flipping Polkadot had done, it'd have 10x'd. But I'm sat there holding a terrible bag of Polkadot thinking, I tried really hard here. So I had an altcoin that I was like, right, I need to have something else that's maybe a little bit more volatile, but could put me in good stead. And that, my friends, was Jasmine. And why did I just pick Jasmine to begin with? It's because I'd literally just come back from Japan. And I was like, you know what? I trust Japanese people. These guys seem pretty switched on. I loved the country. I'm going to back this bad boy. Funnily enough, they actually call it the Bitcoin of Japan, which is a bit funny, the fact that I've now come back to the people's Bitcoin in Harry Potter Bombs on the And I bought that, and I started accumulating that. And I'm not going to lie, I got 1,100% gain on that. Well done, Jasmine. What did I do, though? I didn't sell all of it. So I think I got like 13,000. So I probably got like $18,000 from that. From a very small, I probably put like 1,500, maybe $2,000 dollars in that. So it was a good return. And I didn't sell it all again. I'm telling people this because I'm hoping to instill a message that we should be passing over to people out there. And maybe I'll do like a nice presentation of this at some point. But I'm just lonely and I needed someone to talk to whilst I ate my eggs. Wait there. I feel like I've got to do a bit of a Sonic the Hedgehog run. Just to keep things silly. I know it's supposed to be silly. Look at my yellow Crocs as well. Someone screenshot this. Yeah. Right, here we go. Yeah! Oh, my hair fell off. Look at that haircut there. That's clean. Go back. Right. I'll get back to that silliness in a minute. So yeah, this is a story that I'm telling. And this is the story that I believe that we should tell. Normies and how we attract more normies. I like to think I'm a people's person. I work in sales professionally as my job outside of being a professional idiot on the internet. I would actually love to be a professional idiot full time because I love making people laugh. I love making people smile. And maybe there's something that can come from this at some point. Broke the time barrier. Gotta go fast. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a music round as well. I'll do some dancing. Anyway, bought Jasmine just because I like Japanese people. And think they're very smart. James, my boy. Great to see you. Having a Barocca. And yeah, got like a 10x on that. Very, very pleased. What happened next? This is sort of like maybe January of last year. And I'm starting to see these things happen in the background. I was going to put, hear me out, I was going to put $10,000 US. Fathead Dave doesn't mess around, by the way. When I want to in crypto, I like to, well, that's a lot of money for me. It might not be a lot of money for some of these people on the internet, but I was like, well, it was obviously money I already had in crypto. And I'd seen these things happening in the background. I'd seen Pepe. I'd already bought Pepe and then sold it. And then it kind of did like a 700%, but I only put like $500 in that. So I wouldn't have made loads of money. And then I saw Boom, and this was kind of as memes were coming on the scene again. And then I saw Boom, if anyone remembers Boom, Book of Memes, get listed on crypto.com. And this was when I didn't have a decentralized wallet. I was just on the centralized exchanges waiting to make my bucks. And I came on and I was like, I've seen like Crow with Knife or Knife with Crow. I can't remember what it's called. I've seen Cock in You. And Pepe do quite well. So Boom gets listed and I'm sat there and I was in bed. I was laying my back like this. I was laid down like this. Someone clip this. Clip it. Put it on the chat. There we go. Perfect. I was laid there in bed like that for whatever reason. I didn't know. And let me eat some more eggs before it goes too cold. I saw it get listed and I was like, should I just full clip this? Because the momentum at the minute is insane. I didn't, obviously. And then it did like 700x. It did like a 7x on crypto.com, which must have mean it had done like a mad gain before that as well. So I was sat there like, friggin' hell. I was still accumulating ETH in the background because I'm an ETH maxi. I wasn't accumulating any BTC because I'm an idiot. And again, this is where the psychological aspect of being a normie comes in. BTC at this time was probably like £35,000, so still pretty cheap. And I was like, well, I could either buy BTC, for £35,000, or I could buy Ethereum for like 900. I'm going to buy Ethereum. You can see the psychology behind that because numerically we like to be a part of something that's quite small. So again, dead quick jumping around here. I honestly think a normie with £100, and I would say like a 90% sure of this. If they had £100 and you said, right, you can buy this token, take a Bitcoin. Obviously, £100, it's 5 pence. You're going to have 5,000 Bitcoins. I think that's I think that's the conversion in my head. It should be, hopefully. Or you could have 0.00001 BTC. There's a very strong chance that they're going to want the higher number because it just seems cool. I like these people. Oh, I've got like 10 billion SHIB. No one cares. No one honestly cares. I don't care. I honestly don't care. Anyway, back to the story. I didn't have any BTC because I'm a freaking idiot. There you go. But I'm like, right, these meme coins are going a bit crazy now. I need to get involved in this bad boy. So the search begins. I download. I might send some eggs to Mitchell. What do you reckon? The search begins. Max! Hello, Max. Hi, mate. Hope you're okay. 69 people. Someone click this. There you go. I'm not expecting anyone to clip this, but if you did, thank you. So, I download Uniswap. Because the only really exchanges, thank you, buddy, I'd heard of was Sushi Swap, Pancake Swap, Uniswap. I didn't have a clue what that meant. So, I dive into Uniswap, and I liked it because it was unicorn. And I could get a wallet on my phone. I know, I'm an idiot. Eggs. And then... I'm choking. Hold on. It doesn't even look like I've made a dint. And I've eaten like half. Get the Uniswap wallet, and I just literally start searching for stuff that I find funny. I bought a coin called Mars, because I liked Mars. I bought a coin, by the way, called like not Jupiter, called like World or Earth, and it was like a coin to do like Lionel Messi's football boots. Oh my goodness! You can tell I'm a normie. And then I think I typed in hedgehog, and then what would come up on Uniswap? Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 in you. Bitcoin. What the heck? Bitcoin? What? Bitcoin? Huh? What? Did I buy Yeezy too? No, I didn't. I actually didn't. I didn't buy that. I bought Avocado Cat, which apparently was like the first meme coin generated by Grok. So I was like, I am quids in here, boys. I am going to the moon. But no, I did not buy Yeezys. Kev, thank you very much. You can get back to being the king you are. And then, what happened next? One celeb coin. I wasn't there for, what was his name? Jason Derulo. Should have bought Derulo. Then, Kev, you threw me off. I need to do something the hedgehog would. I'll get my train of thought back. Here we go. Here we go. It's open at the back, by the way. I can't fasten it. Yeah. Oh, it's so hot in this room, by the way. There you go. Perfect. I immediately bought Bitcoin after seeing the website. I was literally laughing loudly. That is, so Max has brought me back onto this point, okay? So I bought all these crappy things, typed in hedgehog. I don't know why. I do like hedgehogs. Typed in hedgehog on Uniswap wallet, Harry Potter, Roma, Sonic 10 you. I verbally laughed out loud. Verbally. I actually was like, what the hell is this? What is this? Clicked on it. I was like, I think it was below 100 mil still. And I was like, here we go. Sorry, going back to that point. Very important. Look what Max put there. I immediately bought Bitcoin after seeing the website. I was literally laughing loudly. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that you can still buy a funny meme coin? I did. Bought some ticket Bitcoin, jumped in the Telegram. I said hello. I got like 20 replies. I was like, these people want to be my friend. It was ace. Choderation was there. It was fantastic. I think there's been a few Sprotos who admittedly dropped off. I think Rumble Pack was there. God bless his soul. I hope he's okay. Phil Retardio was definitely there. He's still with us. He just has other things to take care of. And Phil is an amazing person. So yeah, shout out to you, Phil. Red Kev, you weren't there in the Telegram, I don't think. I don't see Red Kev in the Telegram that much. Red Kev, I'm calling you out. What's going on, babes? All right, drop a message in the Telegram now. Come on, I want to check it. Come on, Kev. Hey, we've gone up 1 million since I started this live stream. Let's keep it going. Maybe we should go for 10 hours. Come on, Red Kev. Where are you, buddy? Drop a message in the Telegram. Come on. Someone bought $5,000 worth of ticket Bitcoin whilst I've been streaming. Causation's not always correlation, but anyway, it was great. I went on X. I posted a edit of SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I don't know why. I just put some of these funny Sproto faces and Sonic the Hedgehog on it, and it got like 20 likes and shares. And then I remember someone saying one of us as a GIF, and I was bought in. I then took a photo of myself and made myself look like a Sproto by like drawing on it. And I've been bought in ever since. And it's hilarious, and the community is fantastic. And as I've seen other communities grow and excel, and as I've stepped into other Telegrams, all I've been is disappointed because they are terrible. They are boring. They are not funny. And I'm so glad that I found this, because I feel like I am a part of something. And I feel like the way Ticket Bitcoin makes me feel like at the minute is how I felt when I used to play consoles online back in 2010 to 2012. And that was like my peak gaming era. I was so good. Like, I was really good at Battlefield. I had my headphones on. We were in like an Xbox Live meeting with like 12 people, and we were shouting at each other. That is how Harry Potter and Bombers on a 10 and you makes me feel. So you've captured an audience already because it has the same energy, it has the same silliness. It's just ridiculous 24/7. Every time I go in, someone has made a new meme, someone is talking about something completely random, and Turbo Autism is posting something really, really weird. And the reason I brought this up is because there is a 100% use case for a meme coin in the world of a normie being involved in crypto. And that comes back to the story that I've just told. One, Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my personal opinion, and I'm not a financial person, as you can tell, I'm dressed as Sonic the Hedgehog eating scrambled eggs at 9:15 on a Saturday night on his own, talking to a load of men on the internet. But they are fantastic financial assets. And that's it. Okay? But it can get pretty lonely. Like that altcoin, I was on there, like on the internet, scrolling like Jasmine News, Polka Dot News, watching videos, talking to myself like, why has the chart gone down 7%? They've just released good news. Like, what is going on? Pure speculation. Still, in an asset which I would deem as a normie, something that should be going up, because all of these things sound really, 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 really good. However, what has kept me sane this cycle is being a part of a community which price action is probably derived from the quality of the project over time and its foundations. Yes, we've gone up and down in the market. Flipping everything has. But the attitude of the individuals who act as the support for that group is unrivaled. And a normie can be involved in crypto both from the financial aspect, and then once you step away from BTC, and I would still say Ethereum, I do think Ethereum is better than Solana and anything else. And I would happily argue that. I know some basic understanding of what it does versus other things. It is just fundamentally larger, better, more trusted, over time. I'm sure there's someone laughing in the chat thinking, Dave, you're an idiot. You're completely wrong. Let's just take BTC then. A normie comes in and we are able, as a group of people, to convert them and tell them why buying BTC in small quantities over time is beneficial for them as part of like a diversified portfolio. There's nothing to be scared about. And you get like instant access and you can use different wallets and you're not tied down to like any one set investment routine, strategy, whatever it is. And I think that's great. And we should be able to onboard them in that sense. To keep them interested, to keep them involved, and to keep them learning, that is where we as a community come in. I'm going to forget altcoins, and I feel really bad for them because they sound really technical and interesting. But meme coins are just so much better. And what makes meme coins really, 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 really good? The nibble strategy. Oh, we've got John from the Cheese Gang coming in. Sniff my cheesy balls, John. They're not really. They're very clean. I'm trying to shower. I'm going to eat some more egg. I've got a little bit of a tummy ache now. I've had 6 eggs. I think that's good. Oh, all this talking's getting me tired. Kev, have you put a message in the group yet? Oh, there's Turbo Autism's face again. Guys, I'm pumping the charts. 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry, I'm just a bit tired. 122 people. Let's have a round of applause for everyone in the group chat, please. Well done, one and all. Well done, one and all. Yeah, we bring normies in. They buy BTC as a long-standing investment in the crypto space, diversifying their portfolio and teaching them the use case and the interesting aspects of cryptocurrency. We skip over altcoins because they are primarily just worse off than BTC. And we keep them interested and involved and bring out their passions, their interests, and their personality by drawing them in to one of our communities. Now, the one thing I think that is extremely important here is that our success is not derived from the expectations of a given narrative that isn't true to what it is. Now, I'm trying to really beat around the bush here on purpose because I know people on the internet get a little bit touchy sometimes. That's what I'm going to say to that. Yeah, for me, one thing that will make our lives as meme coin enjoyers so much easier for bringing and growing these communities in is that we keep it so freaking simple that these people understand it so easily. And that's all it needs to be. Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 and you ticker Bitcoin is the greatest meme coin ever created and will ever exist. And that is because, one, if you simply wear the logo on your chest on a t-shirt and walk around any major city, yes, Max, people will enjoy the image itself. And the image itself does not inherently associate itself with like a coin. Okay, you don't look at it and go, oh, it's just a coin. Like it's Bob coin or Flob coin or Dave coin. It could be anything. It's silly. And people can go, hold on, I know Harry Potter. I know Obama. Why the frick is there a picture of Sonic on it? And why is Sonic? Because what I also get is like, well, it's Sonic, but he's got like yellow eyes and his legs are different. Like, what's going on? Stimulating conversation already. And it's such an easy tell and it's such an easy sell. And the thing that is also funny about it is the fact that you're like, look, we're a meme coin. And the reason that we're in this space is because Dogecoin, remember that? Like Elon Musk talked about, and they'll be like, oh yeah. Well, Dogecoin was like making fun of BTC because it's like, oh, this digital currency online. Oh, it's so spooky and different. Like, we're going to create a coin with a dog on it. I like Dogecoin, by the way. But that's what I'm saying. That's what they did. Easy story to build up to and tell. Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and new. People are going to be like, Harry Obama 10? What? Huh? Who? They're like, Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and new. And when they start to get it, they'll be like, oh, I can say it now. Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and new. You'd be like, well, we're doing to Dogecoin what Dogecoin did to Bitcoin. And you saw the success of Dogecoin. So you can almost you can instigate that excitement of possible financial gains, whilst also grounding their expectations in we're the silly billies of the internet. We create, and when I say we create, you know who creates. Thanks Obama is incredible, and Yuxi is incredible as well. And there's so many more light. Shout out to the main man, Mr. CEO, more light. That guy is a living legend, and just showing people funny, look at this guy. And the funny thing is, being able to say Harry Potter Born instead of telling you really fast feels like an incantation for somebody that exactly. Oh, my stomach is really full from eating these eggs. Yeah, and then showing people pictures of Morlight, and they're like, who the hell's that? And they're like, well, he's kind of on mask. Well, he's not on mascot because Masonic is on mascot. I like saying he's a CEO because it sounds funny. Oh, he's a CEO. It's just funny. And yeah, that's such an easy thing. One of my problem is, I think when we start to lose people, is I don't want to say it because I feel like I'm just having a go at the community. Anyway, the one thing that I'm proud of about Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you, and the thing I think that resonates most with more people, is that, look, we're a meme coin. We make really funny content. We try and keep it as absurd as possible. We lean on everyone's humor, skills to allow them to create whatever they want. And I'm not speaking on behalf of the community. I'm speaking on behalf of me. All right? I'm a community member. And if someone has got 10 followers on Twitter and shills really hard by dressing up as Harry Potter every weekend and making silly videos, sick. Sick. Mrs. Fatter Dave asking for a little bit of the sausage later. Yeah, you know what? Well, I won't leave it there, but that's my thesis on what's going on. And one thing I'll put this out there because I'm seeing quite a lot of this on the timeline. What can also help with the validity of your conversation is that, I've got nothing wrong with stocks and shares. And I don't understand where this cross-contamination comes from. It's like, oh, I'm a crypto guy. I don't like stocks and shares. Ugh. I love stocks and shares because I've got lots of them. I've got a lot more money there, unfortunately, than I have in crypto at the minute. Not unfortunately, because I didn't buy any BTC, so I lost out there. And yeah, I just don't get it. The S&P 500 didn't screw anyone over. It's great. It's great. It's really good. I like it. I put money in every single month to that, and that'll be my nice retirement fund. But I'm going to put a lot more effort into Ticker Bitcoin as a community drive because I really enjoy it and it's good fun. And admittedly, outside of work and going to the gym, I don't really do much. So I like creating content. I like coming on and talking on these videos. It might not actually provide any value to anyone, but if you're listening to this in the background and you've thought, oh, that was quite funny, then great. I've done a good job there. And to the 147 people who are either watching it or have watched it, then great. That's very kind. But that's kind of around. And also, let's just talk about Sproto Gremlins for a minute. And when I say Sproto Gremlins, I mean the NFT. Again, as a newbie coming into the space, I was like, an NFT? What? How can a picture be worth money? I'm just going to screenshot it. As you do. Then you come into the space, you associate yourself with a given community. See where I'm going with this? And then that is a representation of your involvement in that community. And then the representation in my head, I associate these real people. So Bitcoin MLK, Sisma, Redkev. I think that you are your Sproto. End of story. There is a real human being behind that. But I'm screwed because I'm feeling completely doxxed. Look at me. But for my association with you guys on the internet, I don't know who you are. I appreciate all of you, but I just literally think that you are your Sproto and you're just a random Sproto gremlin talking online. So that's really, really cool. And I went to an art exhibition in the Lake District in Cumbria in the UK with Mrs. Dave. And I was looking around and I was like, this is worth £7,000. And it's like, it was just a random piece of art. And I couldn't understand that to begin with, admittedly. But now I'm kind of at the point in my life with involving myself in crypto that you go, well, the financial drive is it because people want to be associated with a certain thing. And Sprotos are, I would argue, like 90% associated with Ticker Bitcoin, if not 100%. There's only a few, which I'm also, what is really respectable, there's a few, I think it's Poe, Eric Stevens, there's maybe a couple more who like have maintained their Sproto PFP. And they're well-known influencers, KOLs, whatever they call them. But they kept their Sproto on. And I think that's great. I still think that's great. I appreciate that. Jesse Pollock bought Sproto. To be fair, shout out, Jesse, if you're watching this, brother, which you're definitely not. I've dropped some egg on the floor. You're definitely not. I think he's done a great job for Base. I think he's approaching it well. And what it shows is that engaging communities of meme coins is a really useful tool. Zero, where's Amex? I've missed your message. Where is it? Oh, not all these messages are coming through, folks. Sorry, I can see them on the screen, but he's done a really good job of engaging communities, and I do think the long-term success of Base is going to be massive. And I think he's done a really good job of engaging Ticker Bitcoin. And I think deep down, we are his favorite. I think the way he's engaged with us versus other communities, I've not really seen that kind of like excitement and appreciation. He shared Yukshi's art. He bought a Sproto. He's Ava in the chat, Wagwan. Good to see Ava. She's been chilling hard over in Europe, I think, or Venice. I can't remember where it was. Somewhere. Dressed as a Sproto gremlin with a hat. And Masonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, shout out Ava. Thanks for tuning in, Ava. We have been talking for like 42 minutes at this point. I'll forgive you, though. Don't worry about that. And yeah, I think Jesse's doing a really good job on Base there to draw more people over. But that's kind of where the Sproto PFPs come in, the drawing association. I think you can really allow normies, because it's like, I support Liverpool Football Club. Okay? I go and buy a T-shirt, a Liverpool football kit to the top. It's like 90 quid, by the way, which is like $110, by the way, for a top. And then the best way, again, if you're engaging your normie audience, folks, please poise it like this. You have bought a T-shirt of the club that you support, and then you put someone else's name on your back. It's not even your name. You put someone's name on your back because you associate that player as being your favorite and you want to represent that player out in the wild. So when people see you wearing the football shirt, they go, oh, that guy really likes that player. They're a Liverpool fan. They really like Mo Salah, as an example. For all the Americans, think of these NFL teams, think of these hockey teams, basketball, blah, 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 blah. People are buying T-shirts because they support the cause, the token. Harry Potter bombers are telling you, take a Bitcoin. They're then putting another human being's name on their back. Sproto PFP. It's the association with the project community that people feel a resonation with. And they have fun and it's silly. Some things to consider that I haven't mentioned in the stream that I think is ridiculous and is being blown completely out of proportion. It's not a religion. Okay? If you're using that as satire, bravo. But if you are using that as a satire, you should join Harry Potter Bombers out of 10 in you, because no other project does satire like we do. I understand the term cult, and I think it was probably a little bit more popular back in the day. I think just like a community is decent enough. Like, Ava chilling in Venice, Ava chilling in Liverpool. Two very different things in my living room. You know what? Got to go fast. Let's do this. That was quite good, that. I enjoyed that. Fushball, not football, sorry, fushball. Foosball. Fresh trim. And, yeah, religion. Leave it out of it, okay? You try and tell the normie it's like a religion. One, they're probably not religious, so they're going to look at you and think, well, I'm not interested anyway. The cult thing, I think it appeared more sexy back in 2024, late 2023. I don't think it's really got this, and this is just my opinion, I don't really think it's got the same kind of thing anymore. Shilling a post, this is a massive one. Shilling a post, as in like commenting on like one of these big posts to try and get traction and people to see stuff. Shilling a post and like saying buy or price goes up or it's the next like thing, I think is less attractive than just shilling the post with some funny content and then obviously tagging the project. So the amount and the breadth of incredible content that Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 and you has, take a Bitcoin, just posting one of these incredible pieces of art that Yukshi's done or something stupid that I've created or a picture of Ava dressed in blue wearing a hat, posting that, hashtagging, and then writing like a stupid thing like, make sure you buy more mulch. That is literally what we're here to do. Because if I wanted to go and find something that was financially the main focus, I would just go and talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, but we're not. We're talking about something that is silly, that is satirical, that will be driven through community engagement. And yes, internally, we'll probably get more traction as price goes up. Externally, they haven't got a flipping clue. Okay, remember, externally, people care about decimal places. People care about smaller values. £10,000 project per token, half a pence. This is more attractive. I'm telling you this because I am one of those people. Oh, right, we're nearly there. And then we're going to look at Twitter for like 5 minutes and then I'll hop off because it's been an hour. Hold on. Someone's calling me. It's Midget. He said, buy as much milk as you can before it curdles. Interesting. Thank you, Midget. New listings, new chains. That should be a t-shirt. New listings and new chains. What are we going on in the chat? Nice foe. Oh, we've got Flash Mob in here. I don't know who I don't even know who Flash Mob is, but welcome. New live stream raids. Yeah, live stream raids would be cool. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. That's powerful. What we should do, great shout by Bitcoin MLK. We should go onto YouTube. We should click live and we should go and raid people's live streams until we get banned or we get kicked. Okay. Really, really good. Well done, Bitcoin MLK. Got nothing to give you other than my appraisal. And that's it, folks. If you've stuck around this far, I think we've covered all the facets that I wanted to. I am still, as a relative normie / amateur / starting to understand what's going on. Do not create something that doesn't exist. You are a meme coin. We are a meme coin. We're the best meme coin. But all of your other projects, James Bond. Hey, it's James Bond. Repostio este transmission. Wow. You know what I'm going to do now, folks? I'm going to begin to measure. Now, if there's one thing that you must know, thank you, Babina Council. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Max. Keep lives coming, Dave. They are awesome. Cool. We'll stay on for 11 more minutes because we're on 49 minutes. So 11 minutes to go, folks, and then we're done for the night. If you didn't know, folks, Ticker Bitcoin does grow, your foreskin back, but it will make your penis larger. Now, for ladies, unfortunately, I don't want to say that it makes your clitoris larger because that'd be really weird. You pick whatever you want. Maybe it makes you taller. Maybe it just, I don't know, makes your hair go blonde. So, thank you, Babina Council. Very kind. Well, will Dano sweep the Sproto floor? The only thing Dano is sweeping is his kitchen floor at the minute. Can confirm went from 1 to 1.5. Yes! Flash mob is growing. Now, imagine if he gives it like 6 more months. It's going to be like 2. Okay? Now, I took a measurement before this, before I bought Take a Bitcoin, and it was this big. Okay, for the camera. Someone clip this, and then someone make this a meme of saying before Take a Bitcoin. There we go. Thumbnail. And then, let me just measure it now. This is soft, by the way. I'm talking about cheese. I'm not talking about cheese. I'm talking about soft curdled milk. Just going to measure it now. Still measuring. Still measuring. Perfect. Oh, can't fit on the screen. Hold on. It's now this big. Okay? See that? 10-inch ticker. Who would have thought? Right, folks. I think that's that done. Should we have a look at what's going on? I think this is quite fun. We'll do this together. Let's go and have a look what's going on share screen. On X. Right, I'm going to jump back to this. Add to stage. There we go. Hopefully that's working. If it's not, apologies. Right. Oh, let's flip it over. Let's do some engagements. It's always good to engage on the timeline with people. Repost that. Lovely stuff. Right, let's do a quick refresh. And we'll just see what's going on the timeline. Breaking news. Thrilled to share again. See Jesse. Look, engaging. It's 2 hours and he got 8 likes. Seems a bit suspicious. If I click on that, I bet he's got loads. What? Ticker is... I haven't got any memes on my laptop, unfortunately. There we go. There you go, Jesse. Take that, buddy. Let's have to scroll down. Coin Bureau was one of my favorites as normie. It's really a pain in the ass. Vidimo! I mean, Vidimo, at this point, just put the Sproto back on. Please just put the Sproto back on properly. Much love to Dave. I can hear my neighbours laughing. I hope they're not looking at me through the window. Otherwise, I'm in for a rough ride. I don't know why I keep clicking home. Classic Kimi's behavior. Love this. You know what? Shout out to Kimi's. I thought your content was hilarious. All the people getting butt hurt online maybe just need to have a glass of milk and chill out. I thought it was hilarious. I hate posts like this. They're so stupid and they're just engagement farms, but fair play. They probably make more money than I do. Don't care what this guy's got to say. Probably should do, though. I have it on tech. Oh, my goodness. I like Bren. Much love, Big Swole. Elon Musk. Elon's looking a bit rough here. 49 minutes ago. Sproto's go and chill this guy. There's usually some real... Oh. There you go, Blue. Take that, buddy. Cash Out. Shout out to Cash Out. I think we should convert Cash Out to be a Sproto. I mean, imagine the Lady Sproto power if we got Cash Out and Ava together to go and chill. Maybe it's a consideration. Someone put it on the timeline. Someone make it happen. I'm just going to like that anyway. I like Joe and he's very nice. He's kind to me. If you see this interact, I might just change your life. You're never, ever going to change my life. Why am I following you? Sorry, Anon. You'll never notice this ever happened. Bowler is a classic shiller of multiple projects. Hey, Bowler, he shills us, but we're not even in his flipping... not in his bio. That's very sad. Fun fact. Less than 0.00007% of the global population is invested in SPS and Gidder. That's, yeah, it's very true. Now, that's huge. That's huge. I think that's it. That's like crypto. Sorry, R. Larson's, not crypto. I thought it was crypto bartender. Cool. Harry Potter Robinson at 10 and you is that, by the way. Right, I think that's it, folks, isn't it? Let's stop sharing screen. Let's go back. I thought there might be some fun things that we could look at and laugh at. Crypto bartender, by the way, mate. You need to flip and chill. I am on my Twitter feed, and then Mrs. Fathead Dave is hot over the shoulder. Now, she's pretty chill. She wouldn't really care. But even so, if I've got my Twitter open in front of the family, it's rough sometimes. Frothless, dude, you got to put the flipping Sproto back on, mate. Much better times. And then Bitcoin MLK. What a guy. Right, anyway, folks, I think that's this. That's us, isn't it? Oh, where am I? Right, thanks for you all who tuned in. Oh! Cash Out comes in. Right, Cash Out, you've got to... Who have we got this? I've missed a lot here. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. When donating backpacks to low-income schools? Good question. Probably when I've got a little bit more money. Ticker make big chunga. Yeah, 200 plus. Get M. Yeah. Mechi 3 and Legan. We have the HPOS Tanai gifts. Exactly. I'm an hour late. Hi, Dave. Hey, Cash Out. Cash Out, I'm going to propose this to you right now, madam. I think... Oh, it's Chode Adoration as well. Howdy, Sprotos. What a guy. Coming in quite late. We are clocking out in the next 4 minutes, folks. Any questions on the live stream, please let me know. I will do another bit of a running on the spot move for you all. And yes, I am naked underneath this. But aren't we all naked under our clothes? That's kind of how it works. Cash Out, I've got a proposition for you. Now, hear me out. I've got 30 seconds. We have a solid foundation of Sprotos. And we've had a new influx from Ava as our lady Sproto Schiller out there in the world. Now, Cash Out, I know you love your little frogs. And you do a really good job of pushing them. And shout out to you. But I can't help but feel if you fully ported Ticker Bitcoin Sproto lifestyle Cash Out, your life would change forever. I just think there's a match made in heaven there, and I think you should consider taking that step. Just consider it. I don't need an answer now. We don't need an answer now. But I think you should consider what would Cash Out look like if she donned the Sproto and was completely pilled blue, yellow, red. Shout out to Ava. An amazing work recently. Frothless should dump his whole stack and put all the money back into Bitcoin. You heard it here first. Heard it here. I need some more Brocca. Hold on. You heard it here first, folks. Frothless, come back to the good side, man. You know you want to. Right, here we go. I'm going to do one more. Got to go fast. What is the go-to fried chicken? I'm not going to lie to you, sister. I don't like fried chicken. Can my neighbours see me? I really hope not. That's the last one of the feed. No morning fast. Crocs in the air. How did Vampire die? I don't know who Vampire is. Vamp? I don't think she's dead. I think she's just resting. Right. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. I hope this wasn't a massive waste of your life or time. 241 people watched this in total. I'm going to take that as a win. We started off with like 69. Thank you so much. I've got 60 seconds. Someone ask me a funny question and I'll give you an honest answer. Chimichanga. I bet my neighbours think I'm on like OnlyFans. Which if I was, I'd be making a lot more money than I am right now. Anyway, goodbye, folks. Thanks for tuning in. If you actually stick around, you'll get to watch the world's best video. So don't leave just yet. I'm going to end this in about 8 seconds time. 5, 4, don't tune off. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. Have a lovely night. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. I'll be posting the videos breakdown of this over the next couple of days.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworkers you're quitting because Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, and you coined. Imagine the media reporting it. on Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
hpostandite.com.